Hey everybody. So it's a 6-month update since I've been in this 16-foot camper, and it still sucks. RV life freaking sucks. When I did my 90-day, which still gets a lot of play, people are still watching it, leaving comments. I was crying like a little girl. I was just emotionally a wreck. Things weren't working out, if y'all watched the video, the way I thought they would. I wasn't prepared to get out on the road. I thought I was really excited about it. Watch my other videos and you'll see kind of the preparation and feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm going to take this step. My youngest son's moving out. One of the other things, reasons I did this too, was not just to travel and to, get on the road and work and be able to be in other areas, and was to minimalize. One of the big things, and if you watch my other videos too, I talk about the minimalization of my youngest was moved out and sold most everything, have a little storage unit, and that was a big deal for me, because I had always been kind of driven on having stuff, even though didn't have a lot of stuff. I still wanted my stuff, stupid stuff, big TV and small little comforts and eases, and I wanted out of that, and so I committed around all this, and I thought it was going to be a big adventure, but also to kind of get more in tune with myself by minimalizing and maybe deal with some things that have been kind of stuck in here from my past, and causing me to, handle things maybe more inappropriately sometimes, or to not do things, just whatever the reason, just holding me back. And I wanted to understand what my full potential was, but I also had been doing a lot of research, and my background being psychology, and I know that baggage, holds you back, holds you down. You got to get that stuff off of you and out of you, and to kind of free yourself up a little bit and to kind of move forward. And I'd always avoided that. I always was a proponent and promoted it to others, but I did not practice it very well. So anyways, again, there was a lot of things I talked about in that. My mom her Alzheimer was escalating at that time, and again, I think this RV life that is high percentage wise promoted and exhibited on YouTube videos and things like that is completely, I think a lot of it is just false. Not all of it. And it's just, there's a little too much of the stage and a little bit too much of the, everything's great, and and just, it's just not. And I will go as far as say for me, but I think I've been around long enough, and I think and being out, traveled really solidly for 90 days, which is not a lot. But I was all the way to Florida, all the way to California. I was on the move, working and doing stuff, and finding out it's virtually impossible to work while you're traveling in a camper, unless you're staying in town in super high expensive parks, and doing the things that I thought it's just not possible to have to work virtually, have to be online and on the internet, and have availability for that, and have good cell service, and the places. It's just not. It's not real. As far as boondocking or being out in national parks or things like that, the people that are able to do that are, in my opinion, people I've run into and talked to a little bit out there on the road, are people who are just doing it a couple of days a week. So they position themselves so they're able to do that. Everybody else is just full of it, mostly. I'm sorry. But I was an emotional wreck, for all kinds of reasons, and that, and again, just, if you look at other videos and stuff, again, and minimalization was a big thing, and I've accomplished that. I don't like it in this damn thing. It's so little, and it's like 71 inches tall from the floor to the ceiling, and I'm like 70. I'm 6'2" and a half-ish. So I got to stick my head in the skylight, which is about this square, about the square is my, to stand up all the way. And I'm, like right now I'm doing laundry, and so I got to go back and forth, and which is not that big a deal, but it is when it's 29 degrees outside and misty, okay, or something like that. So all these comforts, and then again, not being able to have the food I want, like I like more fresh, and vegetables and things like that. It's more trips to the store, not much room to prep, and then sometimes you got, it's just it's a little bit more expensive than they put out there too. It's not saving all this money and live. Look, it costs me freaking minimum $40-50 a month to do laundry, and then the inconveniences of everything else. A lot of things, are expensive, or expenses I didn't have. Hell, I could buy a washing machine on credit for $50 a month, and freaking be paid in 18 months, no interest, and have my own washer and dryer. But I can't do that in here. But that's okay. Again, those are the challenges, and this is why it sucks for me. I don't like it, but I committed to be in here for 2 years, so I'm going to stay in here for 2 years. But I'm not an emotional wreck like I was. I think I've kind of gone through that. I still go through some spells. But I get to see my kids more because I'm planted, and I'm back, with my company working full time. It's not exactly working out with that so much, but as far as but it's going to get there, or it'll get there. I'll do what I need to do to get it there myself. There mentally. And so things are a little bit calmer. My mom is gone, and what I mean by gone is, and not to lose emotion around that, but I've cried in many tears of having a realization that I'm 58 now, but when 57, 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago, I was, looked my mom in the eye, and since then, and talked to her and all that, doesn't have a clue who I am. Just again, has that feeling that there's something there, and you can see it in her eye, and she's curious and follows me around, which are all signs that there's some familiarity, and but then there's been all kinds of stuff around that. So there's just, it's life, right? And I chose this, and I'm going to stick to this, but I'm going to continue to say that, I don't know what you guys are doing out there living these kind of lives, but the only way you're doing it where it's consistently great is if you have cash, if you're able to tap into funds all the time. You have funds that can support this lifestyle without stressors of everything else. And you can go wherever you want. And you can go here if you need to work for a while, or you can go here. It's not, do your research before you get out here. Do your research. Do a lot more research than I think I did, and don't get goo-goo-eyed on all of the, look at me, look at us out here in the mountains and all the majestic pictures and all that stuff. Eventually I think I'll probably get a little more bold and brave and showing what sucks about it. And I got my shower like this, I mean, that's how big my shower is. And it's cold water. Because I don't turn my gas on. Because I'm afraid I'm going to blow this little thing up. But I don't care. I mean, again, these are things I'm adapting to. And that's why I got here. I don't want to be comfortable. I want to crush my psyche. And I want to strip down to where I can see all these things that I've pushed out and try to, figure out what's important to hold on to and what's not. And that's not always easy to assimilate, right? I'm just looking at my notes here because, sometimes I get off track, like right now. I'm getting off track. But, I really encourage you, though, if you want to throw yourself you want to get out of kind of the rat race and you want to challenge yourself a little bit and strip down things emotionally. And, you've been chasing things, I just always, I put way too much value on things. And this was the only way that I could get out of it. I used to, I've always pared down a little bit and done this here and there. Not really had much, but whatever I had to be, a little bit, had to be nice. And it's just, I think it's like an addiction to anything of like, any substance, food or alcohol, drugs, whatever. You gotta get completely away from it. I mean, you can't kind of dabble in it, right? I mean, you can, but if you're probably not going to be very successful. So 2 years as I researched and did things, 2 years was pretty solid, putting yourself in an environment that a small space and with limited availability to things and comforts and all that is what will certainly bring frustrations up and feelings and anger and sadness and self-esteem and issues and oh my God, I live in a trailer, and I do. I live in a trailer, and it's a 16-foot trailer. It's a tiny trailer. I had again being 6'2", I was probably this was a month ago, but I was walking to the laundry room. So people were walking their dog beside me, and they were like, "Is that that little cat? That little trailer's yours, huh? That little camper?" And I said, "Yeah, it's mine." Is it? I said, "It's kind of funny watching you go in and out of there because you're so tall." And I said, "What are you making?" No, I'm kidding. So I mean, that's just really how small it is. But I'm moving on, and I am gonna let this stuff play out. I want to be more active on here, and I think I will be now that things have settled down a little bit, because I think there's a lot of humor in this lifestyle and that people are around. But there's not, 90% of the people that's in this park that I'm in. This is a new park and it's pretty nice. Or it's, it's getting there. So their prices are a little bit lower because all the amenities aren't set up yet. Again, they have laundry room and some couple of bathrooms and. But there's not. There's a lake and some stuff to walk on, but it's not like a lot of other parks. But my point being is the people here are most of them are working people. 60% of them don't move. I've been here 3 months, and so most there's over half are always here and haven't moved, and people that come in are here seem to be maybe for a few weeks working or whatever, but nobody's like having any fun. Nobody looks happy, and it looks like, I think life's struggle at this level too. So don't, do your research. Again, I was loving it. Making it all the way to California and go to Joshua Tree and Lake Havasu, a couple of my favorite areas to hike and get out there and boondock. And even Florida was, when I went, it was because it was around work and stuff. I had to do work stuff, but I had to go east. It was in August, September, and I thought I was gonna die. But I still got to see and do cool stuff. But again, it's not it wasn't sustainable for me. It was all there. Besides being all cool, it really getting close to 90 days started to wear off because again, it was so hard trying to figure out how to get things done. It was almost 50% of my time making sure I was somewhere I could get something done. Everything was driven around internet and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. This is kind of a shorter video. I just wanted to let everybody know that my RV life sucks. I think it's not what I envisioned it to be. So after my 2 years here, unless something dramatically changes in my life, I'll be back in more. I'll have a sticks and bricks, or I'll be, I may be out in the country and build a barn and pull this in and just have some minis in there. I don't know yet, but I'm not going to romanticize about living on the road. I'm gonna take maybe some longer excursions out where I want to go, enjoy the hell out of it, and then but full time in it and having to work, and I have to work. I just don't have those funds. So, but again, I'm getting it together around most everything, and great comments. A lot of people, even the people who call me bipolar, manic, and dude, one guy told me to freaking man up, and all those and still those things. Most everybody would say those things, and then they turn around and say, "Look, dude, just or whatever. Get dogs, get married, find a woman. I don't want any of that. I don't want a dog. I don't want a dog right now. I think about dogs sometimes, getting a dog, and I don't want a companion right now. I'm like everybody else. I'd like to have a little companionship here and there, but so hit me up. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm not kidding. Well, am I kidding? I don't know. See, I don't know. I'm trying to find out if I'm kidding or not. So, but it's not anything I'm seeking out. But other than that, again, my kids are overall good, and that's what's important to me. That's my why. My why around everything is my kids. The reason I'm even doing this is a lot around, finding the best I can be, because now hopefully I'll have grandkids that I'll be able to be better for, because I think it was really good for my kids. In a lot of ways I was not, but mostly I was. I think they'll tell you that. At least I hope they will. Ask them. Here, I'll give you the phone. No, I can't. But I want my grandkids to feel I want them to I want people. I just want everybody. I want the people that have any instance of looking up to me or have anything to do with, to know that I don't give up. It doesn't matter what's happened in my life. I haven't, and I don't plan on it. I just need to stop bringing it upon myself, and I'm working on that. It's hard, I'm a shoot from the hip kind of guy. But I need to. It's not. It can set you back, because just because I can shoot from the hip doesn't mean I'm gonna, hit what I'm trying to knock down that's in my way at that time, and so then it sets me back. And I need to be more methodical and a little bit more process and follow through and trusting the process and patience. Even at my age, I have patience in a lot of other areas, but I just, when I get some on my mind, and especially if it's around work or anything, I just usually bull into it. I've backed off a lot of that because, again, I've almost been to the pinnacle a couple of times with work and being at those places that you dream of a couple of times, but again, just self-sabotage yourself, and I can only blame myself for always crashing and burning. So, anyways, please engage with this and call me whatever. I don't care. Look, we're all here trying to figure it out and help each other. And if I spurn an emotion that pisses you off, fine. If there's any ladies. No, I'm kidding. I don't know why I keep going there. Maybe there's something to that. Anyways, so I'm going to end this because otherwise, you know, when I start talking, I can talk. This is 20 minutes. I don't think I've ever done a video this long. So that shows you that probably I'm feeling a little bit better. And I probably didn't have as much substance to say. Probably people won't see me cry and all that. But I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to. So, okay. So I'm ending this. I hope everybody's doing good out there. My RV life sucks. I hope yours doesn't. I hope you're one of the people out there that are all that crap you're putting up on there is all good, you know. But you know what? It's not. You're not fooling anybody. I don't think. I mean, you're not fooling me because I'm here. I'm out here. Okay. See you later, guys. Comment, share, share my stuff. Look, get it out there. People need to see it. All right. See y'all later. Bye.